His mama was in a car, unbothered. Pooh Shiesty's music playing in the background. One of the women riding with her flipped the camera directly at the phone. No words. No explanation. Just a middle finger to everyone watching. That was Gladys Baines, Pooh Shiesty's mother, responding to the news that her son was sitting in a Dallas federal holding facility facing life in prison for allegedly pulling an AK-style pistol on Gucci Mane in a recording studio and forcing him to sign a contract release at gunpoint. And then she started posting on Facebook. It's power in the name of Jesus. My ears ringing. Keep talking. Blessings on blessings. I've been blocked, you hating MFs. Amen. The internet read every word of that and understood immediately what she was saying without saying it. Her son did not snap. Her son did not crash out randomly. Her son allegedly came home from 3 years in federal prison to discover that Gucci Mane had been cashing in on his name, his streams, his catalog, and his brand while he sat in a cell watching from the inside, and allegedly did not send that man a single dime. Not a check. Not a wire transfer. Not even a "we see you" letter. $25 million. That is the number Pooh Shiesty's mother has been putting into the universe. $25 million allegedly made off her son's name while he was behind bars and could not do a single thing about it. And when Pooh Shiesty came home, he allegedly did not call a lawyer first. He allegedly did not post a long Instagram caption about healing and growth. He allegedly pulled up to a Dallas studio with 8 people deep, including his own father, strapped with an AK, and forced Gucci Mane to sign the paperwork. This is the full story. The layers most people are completely sleeping on. And the conversation this case is forcing hip-hop to have whether it wants to or not. Let us get into all of it. January 10th, 2026. Dallas, Texas. A recording studio. Gucci Mane and 2 other music industry professionals traveled to Dallas for what they believed was a routine business meeting. They thought they were going to talk music. Maybe iron out some label business. Maybe discuss Pooh's upcoming releases. They walked into a coordinated armed takeover. That is the Department of Justice's exact language. Not a dispute. Not a confrontation. An armed takeover. According to the DOJ criminal complaint, Pooh Shiesty arrived at that studio with 8 co-conspirators. Several of them had traveled from Memphis specifically for this moment. His father, Lantrell Williams Sr., was there. Big 30, Rodney Wright Jr., his brother from the streets and a fellow 1017 artist, was there. The victims walked into the studio. People were watching a basketball game in the control room. Everything appeared normal on the surface. Then Pooh Shiesty, reportedly dressed in a black Nike Shiesty mask, black hooded shirt, black pants, asked to speak to the label owner privately. Gucci agreed. He walked into the recording room with Pooh's father and Big 30. That is when the mask came off. Literally and figuratively. Pooh Shiesty pulled out contract termination paperwork, slid it across the table, told Gucci to sign. Gucci refused. An argument broke out. And then, according to the FBI affidavit written by Special Agent Brittany Garcia, Pooh Shiesty reached into his bag and pulled out a black AK-style pistol, pointed it directly at Gucci Mane, told him to sign. Gucci signed. Big 30 filmed the entire thing on his cell phone. At the same time in the control room, the other 6 co-conspirators had produced their own firearms and were demanding property from the 2 other victims. Rolexes, jewelry, Louis Vuitton goods, cash, wedding rings. One of the victims, referred to in federal documents only as MM, was allegedly choked to near unconsciousness. The studio door was physically barricaded by Big 30 to prevent anyone from escaping. And then in the aftermath, several defendants went straight to social media and posted pictures of the stolen jewelry on their pages. After a federal kidnapping, with an ankle monitor on his leg. Because yes, Pooh Shiesty was still on home confinement at the time of this incident. He was wearing an electronic ankle monitor, and investigators used data from that very device as part of their evidence. The federal government had him on GPS the entire time. By April 2, 2026, U.S. Attorney Ryan Raybould was standing at a podium announcing federal charges against 9 individuals, including Pooh Shiesty, his father, and Big 30. 8 of 9 in custody. 1 still at large. The background. How a come-up became a federal case. To understand how we got to that Dallas studio, you have to go back to Memphis, Tennessee. 2019. Lantrell Donnell Williams Jr., the world would come to know him as Pooh Shiesty, dropped his debut single Hell Night as an independent artist. No label. No cosign. Just raw Memphis energy and the kind of delivery that cannot be taught. Word spread south fast. By 2020, Gucci Mane came knocking. Think about what that meant for a young Memphis rapper with no industry connections. Gucci did not just have industry credibility. He had street credibility. He had distribution through Atlantic Records. He had marketing muscle. He had the blueprint. Getting that call from Gucci was supposed to be the come-up. The moment everything changed. Pooh Shiesty signed to 1017 Records. They dropped a collab called Still Together to announce the deal. On that track, Pooh shouted out the relationship directly. This was not just business. This felt like brotherhood. At least that is what Pooh thought. And for a minute, it looked like it was working. 2021. Pooh Shiesty had one of the hottest runs in rap that year. Back in Blood featuring Lil Durk became a certified smash. His debut mixtape Shiesty Season debuted at number 4 on the Billboard 200. His project Lock Said went straight to number 1. Feature placements stacking up. Brand deals starting to circle. He was on the verge of becoming a genuine superstar. Then the feds came knocking. July 2021. Pooh Shiesty was arrested on a federal conspiracy charge related to a shooting at a strip club in Florida. Prosecutors said he was involved in a situation where someone got shot during an altercation over a gambling dispute. He maintained he was not the one who pulled the trigger. But he still caught federal charges. He pleaded guilty to federal firearms conspiracy. Sentenced to 5 years and 3 months in federal prison. 5 years. The momentum stopped. The rollout halted. The features dried up. Pooh Shiesty went from the hottest rapper in the South to a name people started speaking about in past tense. But here is where you need to pay close attention. Because this is where the story turns into something the music industry does not want examined too closely. While Pooh was locked up, his music did not stop making money. Streams do not stop when an artist goes to prison. Royalties do not stop. Licensing deals do not stop. And the name Pooh. And if Charleston White's account and Gladys Baines's energy reflect even a fraction of the truth, what allegedly happened here is that Gucci Mane's label continued to profit from Pooh Shiesty's brand and catalog, while he sat in a cell with no ability to renegotiate, no ability to demand transparency, and no ability to walk away. When he came home, he allegedly found that out. And he allegedly decided he was going to resolve it the only way he knew how. That is not a justification. What allegedly happened in that Dallas studio is serious. It is violent. And it has consequences that will follow everyone involved for the rest of their lives. Gucci Mane did not deserve to have a weapon pointed at him. The other victims in that studio did not deserve to be choked and robbed. But the conversation that needs to happen alongside the criminal case, the one about record deals, about artist protections, about what labels owe their artists when those artists cannot operate freely, that conversation is real. And this is not the first time something like this has reached a breaking point. It will not be the last. The music industry has been exploiting artists for decades, especially artists from the streets, especially artists who do not have the legal education to understand what they are signing before they sign it. And every now and then someone decides they are done waiting on justice to come through proper channels. That decision cost Pooh Shiesty everything. Allegedly. What happens next? 3 questions this case cannot answer yet. As of April 2026, 8 of 9 defendants are in federal custody. The 9th, Terrence Rogers, was still at large at the time of the press conference. The case moves forward in the Northern District of Texas under Ryan Raybold's jurisdiction, and his office has been aggressive and vocal about their intentions from day one. 3 questions define what comes next. Does any co-defendant cooperate with the prosecution? Because with ankle monitor data, cell phone records, surveillance footage, and social media posts showing stolen goods, the government already has a formidable case without a single cooperating witness from inside. But co-defendants who were allegedly in that room can provide testimony that goes deeper than any digital evidence. And with 9 people charged, there are 9 separate calculations being made right now about whether fighting makes more sense than cooperating. Does the defense find a path through the evidence? Bradford Cohen has already flagged inconsistencies in the indictment. The FBI agent acknowledged at the bond hearing that there was no direct surveillance footage proving Pooh or Big 30 personally carried a weapon. Reasonable doubt is a narrow path, but it exists. Whether the defense can walk it through an entire federal trial is the question. And what happens to the music industry conversation that this case has cracked open? Because the $25 million allegation from Pooh's mother is not going anywhere. It is not in a court filing. It is not in a deposition. But it is in the culture. And it is going to follow every artist who signs a record deal for the next decade. Every artist who wonders what happens to their money if they end up behind bars. Gladys Baines is out there posting prayer emojis and blocking haters on Facebook while her son sits in a Dallas holding facility facing life. And in those posts, she is communicating something that needs to be said out loud in every conversation about what this case actually represents. The music industry will keep moving whether you are in the room or not. And if you are not protected on paper, all that talent, all that hustle, all those streams, they might be making somebody else rich while you are praying for mail call. Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. Do you think Pooh Shiesty had legitimate grievances about what happened to his money while he was locked up? Does that change how you read what allegedly happened in that Dallas studio? And what does this case mean for every young artist who signs a deal before they fully understand what they are giving away? Subscribe right now and hit the notification bell. Every development in this federal case as it moves toward trial. Full breakdown the same night it happens. This story is nowhere near finished. Thanks for watching. If you had a good time, keep the adventure alive by clicking on one of the suggested videos on your screen right now for more amazing content.